Welcome back to our Nioh 2 100% walkthrough. On this episode, we'll be doing the main mission that's called the Frenzied Blaze. We've got 8 Kodama to collect, we've got 1 hot spring location to get, and we've got a mission-based achievement. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's jump into the video. Now just before we get into the action, just double check that you have got your Kodama Blessing. So head on over to Receive Kodama Blessing. Make sure that is set. We've got the top one here, Oracle Blessing. You do have to set that every time that you change a region. So double check that. And then we'll grab these items and head on in. You can smash into these barrels here, get a water buff. So if you look underneath our magic bar, you'll see like a water buff, so you can run through the fire. Just keep in mind that the buff wears off pretty fast as you're running through the fire, so just make sure that you're quick to get through that. And then a bunch of enemies, we'll just pop them in the head. We go for rifle for this one. This is moving. A couple of enemies in here as well. Ideally grab them with the headshots. Don't worry too much if you have to fight them with melee, but just keep in mind that they hit quite hard. Like that's one hit from that enemy and my HP is already more than halved. So just be careful, they do pack quite a punch on this stage. Yeah, we are quite squishy with our ninja robes. Other than that, let's push forward. So a lot of this bit is just looting, shooting, slicing, dicing. Nothing too crazy, just hidden items kind of like tucked away in all these corners and stuff. We'll grab all that. There is a yokai that we can take out in this building. So we'll pop the buffs on and talismans. Then we'll apply a sloth talisman first of all. Try and get purification on him. Just going to let him do his little dance. And then back up. Because the enemies do hit quite hard on this one, if it works out better, if it works out easier and stuff like that, then definitely craft some new armor before jumping into the stage, or you could go grind some missions and pump out some levels up and stuff like that. If it makes things easier for this mission, it's definitely an option. So for now, what we'll do is head this way, smash this water through the fire. There's an item in the corner. We'll grab that. And we can get a shortcut here back to the original shrine. There we go. The enemy's waiting for us. That guy down there is ranged, so just watch out. He's got quite a range on him as well. There we go. And we've got our first Kodama that's waiting for us quite close. I'm going to go for the rifle on these ones. Pop this enemy here. Another one should run out and sort of like jab towards us. Enemy just around the corner, and this is the first Kodama just down here. Make sure to grab that. Other than that, that's the area kind of cleared. Just grab all the loot, and there's a treasure chest, I do believe. There we go. Smash through that. Head on up and then over. The enemy that's patrolling this pathway in front of us, just pop in. And just watch out for these sort of like lantern post type things here. Basically, there's certain enemies that kind of like hide as these, and you'll see it's obviously gone red, which means that this one is an enemy. So just watch out for those if you do see them or you're walking past them and stuff, because it could be a yokai. So what we'll do is buff up. Talismans on and stuff. A lot of the yokai on this stage are weak to water, so what we'll try and do is pop a sloth onto them. Unfortunately, they're kind of like in the blue flames, which is not really an ideal situation here. Might be a little bit spicy because we're going to aggro. I don't want to aggro the second yokai. But ideally, I want this guy to come over here, but I guess we'll wait and see. What I'll do is go for some lightning and then go for the water. should finish him off. There we go. So just a few lightning, a few water finishes the job. Similar thing with this one. This one, once again, is also fire, as you can see. So we can just pop some water feathers and stuff. Should do the trick for this one. So that is that. Also, if you take out this wheel one here, it clears the blue flames, so you'll notice that now you can sort of run back into this building. This is where that sort of like big yokai was, and the blue flames were here before. That kind of like acts as a shortcut back to the original shrine at the start of the stage. So grab the scampus from there and these arrows. A few more bits and bobs to do. Just gonna do all the looting. Items tucked away. A couple of enemies I think waiting for us in here, so just be careful. Kind of like jump up. This guy, once again, they pack a punch, so feel free to just opt for shurikens or something that might be a bit safer on these. Treasure chest. Grab that. That's it for that building and that section. So this technically leads to a dead end, but we'll just take out this yokai here. Use sloth husband. Back up a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier when he's got the slow on him to time your burst counter. There we go, we'll just take him out. Drop to core. There is a Kodama up there, but just hang fire on that Kodama for now. We don't get that till a little bit later. So don't worry about that for now. And this door is locked from the other side. That acts as a shortcut. I'm not sure what's going off with that load in there. But there we go. So we'll just head back for now. Follow this round to this section here. And watch out. I think there's some enemies that kind of like lie in wait for us here. So just going to be a little bit careful. There we go, that takes them out. I can see a treasure chest on our compass, but I think it's on the opposite side of this building, so just take a look around. A couple of enemies waiting for us, so I'm going to buff up. Try and get this guy with his slow, I think. And we'll go for that option. Watch out for that grab attack, because it is very, very powerful. There we go, the sloth talisman made that quite easy. So we'll get some water to get around the back of that house. So let's just grab some bits and bobs. Item tucked away against this wall. We can smash into that, run through the fire. Item tucked away here. I didn't see this bad boy, but here we go. That'll do. We'll leave that area for now and just explore the rest of this bit. Not sure we've got any water stuff that we can actually roll into, so I'm just going to go straight through it. Just roll a couple of times, it should get rid of the fire. There we go. So we'll grab that treasure chest. There are some ladders around here. Water there. So I think you can approach this next section like two slightly different ways, like one on the rooftop or the other path that we saw before that was kind of like down on the floor down there. I think they both lead the same direction, so we could choose whichever one. We'll explore them both. on this roof. If memory serves, I remember getting jumped by this guy, so there is a enemy that's waiting for you. Just around that corner, so just pop him in the teeth and then kick off the water to put out the flames below. So that's that. Items there. I believe that's the way we would approach, so I just want to explore everywhere, so I'm just going to jump on down, kill these yokai down here. Item tucked away on that corner. Shortcut double doors here, so this is the doors that I mentioned before where that Kodama was up on the roof. And then these shortcut doors here. Basically this leads to like pretty much a straight line back to the original shrine, so if you go straight down there through that building, you'll find the original shrine. Okay, so we're looking a little bit low on items and stuff, but we'll just go for it and see how far we get. That should do, yep. 3 feathers. That's that. And then, yeah, this is that bit where we can approach this dark realm from the ground level. So head on in. We've got a building that way. Enemy this way. Just going to go for some feathers again for this one. Got some insane range on that. I'll do. Just go for feathers and kunai there to finish the job. There are certain walls that you can break. We'll whip out the hand cannon for that a little bit later. Okay, so we've got yokai coming on up, fire type. We're looking quite low on stuff, to be totally honest, but we'll see how we do. This bad boy just hiding behind there, so watch out for him. Ideally, going to try and get purification on first, if we can, and then use water when he's kind of like standing still. That'll do. I think that clears the dark realm as well. Yep, so that's all good. I should open up our compass as well. We've got a Kodama just tucked away in the corner there behind these doors. So just going to double check that we haven't missed anything important in this area. We have the first butterflies here of the mission-based achievement. So the mission-based achievement for this particular mission is to get 3 of these. So this is 1 of 3.
You traitor. Have you forgotten the kindness your master has shown you?
So we'll just grab that. I think there's a treasure chest that we may have overlooked. There is. Just going to pop that bad boy a few times. Grab the treasure chest. So that is all that. I think that's pretty much the section explored. Like I say, with this stage, there's bits and bobs here, there, and everywhere. It's kind of got all sorts going off. Got some ladders here, but I think these ladders once again just lead back up to that bit where you kick the water barrel off the top there. So that is that. We'll follow this round. I think there is a shrine not too far, so we can sort of like top up and restock our stuff. Grab this item. Shrine is just here. So this is the second shrine of the stage. Grab that. We can pump some levels up. What we'll do for levels up is focus on skill for a little bit. We're going to aim for 18 skill because I think there's an armor set that we get quite soon. And I believe the armor set requires 18 skill. I think it's 18 skill, so that's what we'll aim for on our levels up. Other than that, we should be good to crack on. So we've got a well here. Pop that bad boy. Some doors, but we open them from the opposite side, so just leave them for now. And then what we'll do is switch out either the bow or the rifle. Just want to show you the hand cannon stuff real quick. So we'll pop one of those on. Might be able to get a better rifle actually. That's got 5.25 attack. This one's got 5 or 8, so it's not too shabby. We'll go for this blue one. That'll do for now. So with the hand cannon, I'll get a little bit closer to it actually before I show you. Just going to activate this guy. He's going to explode very soon. There we go. So just watch out for that. They can take you out by doing sort of like 2 swipes and then exploding. That will do a lot of damage if you get caught by that. So just keep that in mind. So if you see a wall that looks like that, you'll notice that wall looks quite sort of like crumbled and stuff. Like it's half falling down. You can actually pop that with a hand cannon. Not sure what happened with that bullet, but there we go. And the wall will actually blow up. And that's that. So we can use that to our advantage, and we can now make our way through this wall. Technically speaking, you could also run through the fire, but, you know, probably better not to run through the fire. So we'll buff up for this fight. Try and get Sloth on. Get around the back. Ideally, I want to apply purification if possible. There's a purification. We'll just go for feathers, I think, for this one. She's quite good at replenishing her key. So even if you take it off, it's even if you take the key away, it's she pops it back on quite fast. So we'll just go for feathers for that one. So I believe this is where we access the Kodama. Just going to kick this water barrel down. Put that water out below. This is where we access that Kodama, so just go onto this rooftop and across. That's the one we pointed out earlier, where those shortcut doors were. So once we have that, we can jump back down. And like I say, you can kick that barrel off there to put out the flames. I think one of these is potentially an enemy in disguise quite soon. Just double check we haven't missed anything. Now I think we are good, so we'll just keep following this round. A couple of different bits and bobs we can do here. Grab the item. We've got our second butterflies over that way, which we'll grab in just a second. Go back up. Chapter is incoming attacks. We'll heal up there. So we'll just take him out first, and then what we'll do is just head around this corner. Watch out for this enemy that's kind of waiting for you around here, because he'll try and get the jump on you. And just kind of like peek around and pop him in the face. So this is butterflies number 2.
I made my choice long ago. I shall play my part as the wife of
There we
the
go.
Devil King to the bitter
So butterflies number 2, and then we'll get the Kodama, which is kind of like tucked away around this corner. That is the Kodama. Make sure to grab that. There we go. A couple of enemies inside. I think there's some bits and bobs on the roof as well. So what we'll do is just take out this enemy first of all. There's one that kind of like pops up at the back over there. Just watch out for him. He's ranged, which will make the fight a pain in the butt. It's ideally you want to take out that ranged guy first of all, because this guy will pop up here. And you don't really want to fight this guy whilst you're also getting shot at with a rifle at the same time. It just makes it a nightmare. There we go. So just used Sloth, and then Purification, onto the enemy. And then water feathers to finish him off. So that is all that. That building clear. And we can get a shortcut. Double doors. Just at the back of this house. So you can pop this bad boy open. That's those double doors, number 1. That is that. I think there's an item just tucked away down the side. Behind those boxes. So you can grab that as well. We can check the roof. Don't remember if there's anything massively important on the roof, to be totally honest, but it's worth having a quick cheeky peek. So let's head on up the ladders. I think there's a few enemies that might be knocking about. Yep. Watch out for those. It's quite easy to lose a lot of HP to the flames and stuff, so... Okay. Give them the old one too. I think there's some more enemies, so just pop them in the teeth. Like so. I think that's it. I don't think there's any crazy items or anything on here. Just a different way to sort of like work your way around the building. So what we'll do before pushing forward, which would be that way, is it's probably worth popping a cheeky rest just to top up on our stuff. Might be able to squeeze out a level there if we are lucky. So let's see if we've got any stones that we can pop. Yeah, that's just pushed it up to level up, so I might as well pop that whilst we're at it. There we go, and then back through the shortcut doors, up the rubble stuff. Kodama over here. So you can drop them whatever you fancy. What I might do is try and drop them some like high level armor and then hope that they drop high level shinobi armor in return. Don't think I'll be using this personally in this particular build, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that. It's level 81 and it's purple rarity and it's a chest piece, so let's drop that. And it's a very slim chance, but they might drop a shinobi. It's not shinobi now. It's this one here. Still a good piece of armor, but it's not really useful to our build. Fair play. Moving forward, let's jump down these ladders. Got an NPC here, friendly. Then we've got the option of popping into the Dark Realm or just hanging to the left here a little bit. So we'll head in here. A couple of enemies will be waiting for you. You can pop them in the teeth to get the one up on them. Watch out for their ranged attacks. There we go. Played it a little bit risky there. I was trying to kill him before he got to us, and it worked out well. So we'll just get a few bits and bobs from this area before going into that Dark Realm. There is a Kodama that's tucked away behind these boxes in the corner. Just make sure to grab that bad boy. Did not see this guy. Give Nioh 1-2. So we have a treasure chest in that direction, but I think it's like on the opposite side of the wall there. So we'll open that door, but I'm not going to go through it just yet. Head over this direction. Smash through here. There's an enemy. There's a yokai that's waiting for us behind this bit, so we'll ready up, apply our talismans and stuff. Try and get them with a slow. even though they replenish their key, I'm going to try and get purification on. I should do a couple of feathers. So I've got purification on and then just a couple of feathers to finish the job. Just the lightning feathers, the thunder feathers. So that's the shortcut number 2. Double doors. We don't need to rest because we've got quite a lot of stuff, so we're still good to go. Next we'll explore this direction. There is a Kodama, but I think we have to get that in a particular style, so just ignore that for now. Gonna get that guy first. This guy will then aggro. You may be able to stun these if you can actually shoot the top part. Yeah, like that. Although it's quite spicy to get that shot because the head's kind of like bobbing and weaving all over the place. So that is that. We'll just grab all the stuff and clear the yokai realm there. There is an enemy just waiting in this direction. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He's just kind of looking at a wall for some reason. So there we go. Just crash their party. Not sure what kind of party it was, but fair play. We'll crash it anyway. So other than that, let's just check out this section this way. I think the hot spring is quite close. So there's one and only hot spring for this stage, which is just here. So make sure to grab this hot spring. There we go, so that's the one and only for this stage. Grab that. Or maybe that enemy was like looking through the fence actually at the hot spring. Perhaps. I can't figure out exactly which bit they were looking through. Anyway, let's crack on. So we'll go this way towards these this entrance here. There's quite a few enemies in this bit. I think there's human enemies. This guy is a bit of a spicy meatball, so just watch out for him. Up on the roof. I'm going to heal up because these enemies in here can hit like absolute trucks. That's why I just wanted to heal up. I'm going to put away the hand cannon for now. Just whip that bad boy out when you need to blow up walls. Go back to the bow for now. So yeah, just be careful on this section because if you're too fast rushing in there, you can get ambushed by like loads of enemies all at the same time. And obviously that's not a really ideal situation, so just be careful as you're moving through here. We've got 2 enemies in this room. Ideally we would have rifle bullets, but I don't think we've got any now. So we'll opt for sacred arrows. Try and get a headshot on this guy, even though it's going to be... I don't think it's going to let us play ball. It is. So just be careful on this. Roll to get rid of the fire if you have fire cast on you. Thought I had some shuriken, but I thought wrong. So we'll go for the kunai. Try and sort of like lure them back so you don't have to fight both of them at the same time, because it's a bit of a pain in the butt if you're fighting both of those at the same time. It's not ideal. So we'll just finish the job there with some feathers. And that area is kind of clear. Got a treasure chest in this building. So we'll grab that. There we go. Sudama. I'm going to try my luck again. Ideally, I'm looking for like high level ninja armor would be quite good. So let's drop that. That's the one that we got before. Purple rarity, level 81. See what we get. It's on Nioh magic type. So, not quite what we're after, but it'll do for now. I think we can get to the opposite side of this building. Can't remember if running through the flames is the best option. There's some water there. Yeah, let's go for that. So we'll grab this water, then quickly run through the opposite side of the building. Straight over there. I think there's some ladders somewhere. Yeah, just here. So on Nioh Major's locks on that body there. So we can climb on up. And I believe we can access some certain places by staying on these rooftops for a little bit. So just follow them around. That's where the Kodama was. Follow this across. Just double check this way. Nope. Follow this across, over. There we go. And then towards these ladders. Drop down. Let's watch out for the enemy spawning. We've got a Scampus. Might as well grab the old Scampus. There we go. Wonder if you can get Scampus plushies. That'd be cool. So we have a Kodama that is tucked away this way. This one's quite a tricky one to get. We've got a fake wall here so you can remove talisman. Just deletes the wall. So we got it from the back there. Yeah, just going to double check this area before we push through there. In case we're missing any bits and bobs. Some water barrels. Pretty confident that you can't smash through that. Perhaps it's worth popping a hand cannon onto it, but I don't think it actually works. Just double check that whilst we are here. Cannon. I don't think it... No, that's fine. So we'll crack on towards where the fake wall was. We'll grab the core. Then this brings us back to where towards where this shrine was. So next we should head into the Dark Realm this way. Just going to double check our items and stuff. They're looking a little bit low. So after we've got this fake wall here, it's probably worth just popping a quick cheeky rest. Just going to check how many Kodamas we got at the minute. So we've got 6 out of 8. So we are on track. I'm going to head back through here. So smash through that bit to the right, and then hang a left. These double doors. And then we're in this sort of like Dark Realm area here. So we'll just buff up. Just be a little bit careful when going into this bit because there are a lot of enemies and they can overwhelm you quite fast. So I've switched Guardian Spirits by mistake. Yep. So yeah, just pop a couple of feathers and purification onto that bad boy to finish him off. There's another wall here. I can't remember if that one is breakable, but we'll certainly give it a blast. There is an enemy that's up here somewhere. There's a spicy meatball, so watch out for this guy. He does ranged attacks and he just gets in the way really. So just watch out for this. There he is. We'll try the hand cannon. It does indeed work on that particular wall. And this is where that sort of like gate was that we tried to blow up before. Kodama's hidden behind there. So quite a lot that we can do in this area. What we'll do is focus on this wheel enemy first of all. take out this bad boy. So we'll try and get a sloth talisman to get things popping. I'm going to try and not use fire, because fire's not going to do much to him. Try and counter that if possible. Then I think we'll just go for water. There's quite a lot of fire popping off around here, so just be careful of all the flames and fire and all that jazz. So that is the wheel enemy. I think we can open this. I'm not going to go through there just yet, because that is where the boss area is, and we've still got quite a few bits and bobs to do first. So we have some butterflies quite close. I think it's butterflies 3 of 3. Just in this section. However, we've got a yokai, so let's prep. Talisman's on, lock on, and we'll go for sloth to get things popping. Going to try and apply purification if possible. There is also an enemy with a cannon, which I've just noticed, which we probably should try and take out. We go for the kunai there, play it safe. But yeah, if you're watching this before entering this fight, definitely go for the cannon enemy first of all, before engaging this bad boy. It will make your life a lot easier. So that is that. We've got a treasure chest at the back. We'll grab that. A few more bits and bobs to do. We've got the butterflies here. This is 3 of 3 for the stage. There we go.
If only I possessed Hide's power.
Make sure to grab that. You should have an achievement pop up if that's the first time that you're getting those butterflies. You can approach this area through this wall that we blew up. So just keep that in mind. If it's easier to approach it from that way, then definitely go for it. Other than that, I think that's that area kind of clear. We've got a yokai just kind of hanging out over here. We could just quickly pop him. He's got a friend, which is not ideal. We'll play it safe. Things can go pretty bad, pretty fast, so try and get in with water if we can do that. Will delete him. Yeah, it works out pretty well. So that is that. I think this area just takes us back to all the bits and bobs that we already explored in that corner, so we don't really need to go over there, to be totally honest. There we go, we've got a cannon to the face. That's it's gonna cause some damage. So yeah, that's that bit there. There's nothing really too much popping off over there. You can just take out those yokai if you want to. And we'll head in this direction. We have a shrine here also. Let's just check where we're at with the Kodama and all that stuff. So we're 6 out of 8 on the Kodama. I think we're missing one that is tucked away behind a rock, so I'm just going to double check that. We've got the boss room ahead of us. And we have a Kodama that is just tucked away in this corner, so make sure to grab this one. And I'm just going to backtrack a touch for the last Kodama. I think, if memory serves, it's quite close, but it's tucked away behind like a rock in a corner. Just over this way, so I'm just going to double check over here. We've still not checked out this section, so I think it's over here. So what we'll do is heal up, and we'll check this section next to this friendly NPC here. I actually forgot about this friendly NPC, so we'll head on inside the Dark Realm just next to the friendly NPC, and we'll work our way through this area. I thought that we could actually access this area from a different angle, But turns out we can't, so just going to pop some feathers. A lot of those are missing because of the fence. I think the water has got him. Yeah. So there was a ranged enemy up there. So watch out for that bad boy because he makes life very, very difficult. I'm going to switch to the arrow. Pop him. Looks like this wall is also breakable. Just going to test that. It is. I've got a well here. Well. With a kappa inside. These guys can be a bit spicy. If they do like the shell spin to win move, just watch out for that because it can be a massive pain. So, a few corridors and bits and bobs to explore down this way. Ideally we'll get a sloth on this guy. Try and get the burst counter and then finish with water. Should do. I'm just going to double check what's behind this wall. Got a scampus. Just be careful of that attack there because it does quite a lot of damage. I'm going to pop some buffs on and stuff before fighting this enemy. Finish the job there with some kunai. So we'll just check this section. It's kind of like tucked away behind this broken wall. First of all, it's just a different way to approach this enemy. Might be slightly safer to do that, so try and get Sloth Talisman on. Watch out for that grab attack. Not sure if fire does decent stuff to these. Not too shabby. There we go. So that is that. We've still got some more to take out. The Dark Realm is still not clear. There's quite a few bits and bobs popping off in this little hidden section of the stage. I've got blue flames there. So we'll have to go this way. I think it's this yokai just around here that actually clears the Dark Realm and clears the blue flames. There is potentially a way to get a drop on that enemy. I think it's up here. You can follow this around. I think you can get like a drop-in attack. Yeah, from up here. Or we could just use the feathers, should also do it. Not quite. The fire's not doing anything, but that'll do. Just be careful when that gets up from being on the floor. You'll probably want to like jump back a little bit because it does some damage. Once it kind of like recovers itself from being on the floor, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, that's the one that clears the Dark Realm and clears the blue flames. So that is that, which should then give us access to the last Kodama that we're looking for, which I believe is tucked away somewhere in this direction. Just get this treasure chest first of all. There we go. And then enemy just waiting for us over here, so watch out for this bad boy. Hand cannon is a bit of a beast. And yeah, the Kodama is just hidden behind that enemy. So grab that Kodama, and that's the last one for the stage. Other than that, that's that area kind of like cleared and checked out, so we can head back through the fence again. Not sure if this NPC will give us anything. Nope. Fair play. So we can push on through this bit, through this building. We want to ideally rest quite soon. So we'll go to the shrine before the boss. The boss is this way, in those double doors just there. So at this point we've got the hot spring for the stage, we've got all the Kodama for the stage, and we've also got the mission based achievement, which was those 3 butterflies. So once again, just make sure you got your blessing on. We've got 8 out of 8 Kodama. We might be able to pump out a cheeky level up, so let's just see if we can do that before engaging boss. Use those. Use those. Yep, looking good. We probably should check skills and stuff. I've not really checked skills for quite some time, to be fair. Pop some into Shiftling. What have we got? Reduces penalty of your key recovery speed while in the yokai realm. Extends yokai shift. Yeah, sounds good. We'll take that. We'll hang fire on ninjutsu stuff for now. There's nothing too crazy that I'm really looking for from that skill tree. And same really with Onmyo magic. We could go towards this one at the bottom, which increases Onmyo magic capacity, which is quite good. So you could sort of like start working down that tree down there at the bottom. Level up, we'll pop that into 18 skill. And then maybe some constitution at this point. So that is that. This boss coming up is Yokai Boss, so nothing too crazy. It's just going to be quite similar to before, where we pop our talismans on. We use the feathers, try and get confusion status, combine feathers, combine purity onto the boss to cause that confusion. And then when confusion is on, just blast through the feathers to delete the HP. You can also use sloth to obviously make the fight a lot easier, slow down the boss. You can use salt and throw the salt at the boss to apply purification. It also deletes their key really fast. You could also summon allies if you want to. You know, summon allies with these blue graves, or allies at the shrine itself. But yeah, other than that, let's jump on in. This soul core that we get from this boss fight is also very useful. So let's buff up. That should do, and then we'll open with Sloth. I'm just going to skip through this. Try and get Sloth on first of all. And then try and get a combo to apply purification. I think we got it on. That's good. Once again, she'll be weak to water. So if you can get water, that's your best bet, and that's the fight. Sloth, purification. Get purification on. Pop your feathers. I used lightning first, and then I went for water feathers second. Just use the trick with the burst counter. So just make sure your magic bar is looking healthy before you jump in there, because you'll need to use that burst counter trick to blast through the feathers a little bit faster. But yeah, other than that, that's the stage. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.